Just because I like fucking you doesn't mean I actually like you. Rich guys and hot guys get cheated on like everybody else. There's nothing to be afraid of. She's just a woman. Discovery trumps disclosure. You lost your edge, she lost the traction. That's how it works.
Live from Philadelphia, your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 540th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We're presented by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit forming supplement on the market for energy, concentration, and productivity without the crash. Go to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle or 3. You'll be supporting your own goals and dreams while also supporting the show. I've been under the weather the last couple of days, guys. Been running a high fever, no energy, lethargic, can't keep anything down. Coming out of both ends, all that fun stuff. Use your imaginations. So even though I'm doing a little better today, my voice is going to be a little subpar. So bear with me over the next few days as I work my way back to being at 100%. It is Wednesday, January 1st, 2020. Happy New Year, gentlemen. Happy new decade. We are officially back in the roaring 20s. I got to tell you, I'm actually a little bummed to see the 2010s end because this last decade has changed my life, guys. The 2010s made me into the man that I am today. And those of you who aren't familiar with my origin story, the Reader's Digest version is that my life completely fell apart right at the end of 2009 on account of my terrible decision-making, which was compounded by being taken for a ride by a young woman who cheated on me, did heroin and crystal meth, and any other pill that she could get her hands on. Now, to make a very long story very, very short, she called me up on Thanksgiving, and she told me that she was getting back with her baby daddy who had just gotten out of prison for impregnating her at 13 years of age. The guy was my age when he got her pregnant. The fall of 2009 was rock bottom for me, guys. I was doing drugs. I was shooting morphine. I was chasing Amy around. I was homeless, and I had to live with Amy's druggy friends, which was a quasi-crack house because drugs were bought and sold just about every hour of every day. I mean, this was rock bottom, guys. I shit you not. Then, on January 1st of 2010, the landlord of that crack house came by and told me, because my name was not on the lease, that I had to be out of that house by 9 a.m. the next day or the sheriff was coming to put me out. So I called up my brother, I explained the situation, and he bought me a one-way bus ticket to Atlanta, Georgia. And on New Year's Day of 2010, 10 years ago to the day, I left North Carolina and I arrived in Atlanta, Georgia, where my mother, brother, and sister were living at the time. Now, even though I managed to find a great-paying job, I hated Atlanta. And exactly 6 months to that day, on July the 1st, I took a one-way flight to Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is actually me at the McCarran Airport with my buddy about 15 minutes after I landed. I had no idea. In this picture, July 1st, 2010, I had no idea that my life was about to completely change in every way imaginable, guys. I had absolutely zero clue that the next few months would set me on a course that would change my life and the lives of others forever. And 1 month after this picture was taken, I found the red pill, and the rest, as they say, is history. And here, I actually kept this. Here is that same red shirt, gentlemen. This is that same red shirt I wore on that fateful day. This is the red shirt that I wore on my flight to Vegas. Okay? That's the shirt right there. This is that same red shirt, which is kind of an unbelievable twist of irony and serendipity. You can't make this stuff up, guys. So while I am very excited about the upcoming 20s, I have to pay homage to the 2010s because the 2010s is the decade that quite literally made me the man that I am today. And no matter what happens in the following decades, the 10s is the decades that I will never forget. So, enough of me taking this walk down memory lane. I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons most men are not your friends. later on in the show. I'm going to be talking about that later on the show. I'm actually going to be taking phone calls on that to get your thoughts. But I'm going to start the show with something that most men and women deny to this day, and that is the fact that women cheat more than men. Conventional wisdom says that men cheat more than women. The world would have us believe that the average man cheats more than the average woman. Men are dogs, they tell us. Men are cheaters. But the manosphere, we figured it out, guys. We have figured out that not only do women cheat more than men, they cheat a lot more, and it's not close. Wives and girlfriends cheat on their husbands and boyfriends multiple times with multiple men. Now, do I have statistics or studies? Nope. Am I there to see every man who fucks her behind her husband's or boyfriend's back? Nope. So how do I know that women cheat more than men? How do we know that women cheat more than men? Well, this is common fucking sense. That's out. And the thing is, guys, women know they cheat more than we do. But this is yet another inverse projection tactic to deflect the attention from themselves onto us to cover up what they're up to. By the way, they know this as well as we do. The way they skew things, the way women skew things to make it seem like men cheat more, it's actually quite brilliant. But I'm going to explain how they do this so we can all see this bullshit tactic for what it really is. So when women say men cheat more than women, they're not talking about Joe Average, who works at XYZ company making $40K a year, who drives a Toyota Camry, lives in a one-bedroom apartment. Oh, no. The men they're really talking about are your top 5%ers. Select men. Men of value. Men with razor-sharp game. Men with seduction skills. Men who have an elite physique. Men who have money. Men who have power and influence. Men with celebrity. These are the men they're using for their accusations. But they're not qualifying it this way, guys. All they're saying is men cheat more than women. But what they're leaving out is that the men who do all the cheating are the 5%ers. Men with an infinite number of options with women. But let's flip this on its head and talk about the top 5% of women in terms of looks. Now, do top 5% of women cheat more than the top 5% of men? Fuck no. Yes, they do cheat, but not as much as you would think. Not as much as they would admit. You want to know why? Because 9s and 10s don't cheat with average Joes, guys. They don't cheat with bottom 95%ers. They don't cheat with the blue pill betas. They don't cheat with the everyday run-of-the-mill type dudes. Oh, no. The top 5% of women in terms of looks, they cheat with the top 5% of men, which includes celebrities, professional athletes, rich men, powerful men, men of means, men with influence, and so on and so forth. 9s and 10s know that they are a valuable commodity, so they're not giving away their bodies to just anybody, guys. Only the best of the best get to fuck 9s and 10s. So if a 9 or a 10 is going to cheat on her boyfriend or husband, you can bet your bottom dollar that better than 99% of the time, her paramour is going to be a 5%er. So score one for the ladies on this one. The top 5% of men cheat a lot more than the top 5% of women. But here is where they lose the argument. And gentlemen, I want you to listen to this very closely. The bottom 95% of women cheat a hell of a lot more than the bottom 95% of men. And guess what, guys? Women know this to be true. The reason we know this is because women get far more opportunities with men regardless of their sexual market value. Female 9s and 10s get more opportunities with men than male 9s and 10s get with women. Now, the disparity isn't wide in that upper echelon of sexual market value, but it is substantial enough to know that female 9s and 10s have far more options than male 9s and 10s. We get that. Okay, fine. But let's go a little bit further down the scale. Female 7s and 8s get far more opportunities with men than male 7s and 8s get with women. Again, male 7s and 8s, they do okay. There's no doubt about it. But female 7s and 8s are fielding offers constantly. They're getting hit in the face with dicks literally 24/7, thanks, of course, to the advent of the smartphone. The gap here in terms of 7s and 8s is much wider than the gap between 9s and 10s. Let's go a little further down the scale, shall we? For every one opportunity that male 5s and 6s get with a woman, female 5s and 6s get 50 offers. And I can guarantee you that's a conservative number. And yes, gentlemen, it's that much more. All these ugly bitches we see on dating apps getting offers, those are the female 5s and 6s of the world. These are your Tinder hoes, your plenty of fish bitches. A male 5 or 6 might get lucky every once in a while, but female 5s and 6s get exponentially more dick simply because they're females. And men are far less discriminate about their sexual partners, regardless of their sexual market value. Now, as far as male 3s and 4s go, they're getting 0 offers. They're getting 0 pussy. They are the bottom dwellers of the world, gentlemen. Most of these men are probably virgins. And unless they get off their asses and improve themselves enough to start getting female attention, they're going to stay that way until they die in their mother's basements. But the female 3s and 4s, that's right, guys, even they're getting dick. Not as much as female 5s, 6s, and 7s, but they're getting infinitely more sex than male 3s and 4s because male 3s and 4s are getting 0 sex. The bottom line here, guys, is that females cheat more than men because they get more offers. They have infinitely more opportunities. That's why. Listen, a male 9 could run game on a female 6 or 7, and it's not guaranteed that he's going to sleep with her, guys. He could still fuck it up because 6s and 7s get so many offers. One slip up and it's a wrap, guys. But if a female 7 walked up to a male 7 and said, hey, you want to fuck? You think that male 7 is saying no? Fuck no. He's beating that pussy down. So while the top 5% of men cheat more than the top 5% of women, the bottom 95% of women cheat exponentially more than the bottom 95% of men as a natural byproduct of male thirst, opportunity, and the lack of discrimination by men. You combine all of these things with female promiscuity and the lack of impulse control, and it is easy to see that women cheat more than men. Another reason we know women cheat more than men is simple mathematics, guys. Stay with me here. The bottom 95% of women outnumber the top 5% of men. In other words, there are more women in the bottom 95% than there are men in the top 5%. This is simple math, guys. You add all of these factors in. The fact that far more women have the opportunity to cheat than men do. The fact that there are no fat, ugly studs while there are plenty of fat, ugly sluts walking around. The fact that females have 0 impulse control when it comes to cheating. The fact that men are far less selective than women, meaning there's much more thirst on the male side. You combine all these things together, and it is obvious that women cheat more than men. More women cheat, guys, and the ones who do cheat more. It's not close, guys. Also, keep in mind that women are much better at hiding their cheating. For every story of infidelity we uncover about any given female, you can bet your ass that there are at least 5 more we have no idea about. We hear about their cheating less because they hide it better, so we assume they cheat less. Women cheat more than men, guys. Do not let these sluts out here tell you any different. When we come back, I will shout out the super chats, then I will open up the phone lines to discuss why most men are not your friends. Stick around, guys. We're back in a flash. Gentlemen, if you want the blueprint on how to mold and shape a woman into exactly what you want and need, you need to get your hands on my 7-hour 5-part audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. This is 7 hours of rock-solid intel on how to build a female brick by brick into the kind of woman you want and need. Part 1 deals with the vetting process. I teach you how to select the right candidate by telling you what to look for and, more importantly, what not to look for in a woman. Part 2 deals with the training process. I take you step by step through the procedures that prepare a female for what it's like to be in a relationship with a man like you. I educate you on setting the tone early in order to reduce and possibly eliminate any and all behaviors that could potentially cause trouble in your relationship down the road. In Part 3, I instruct you on how to set and enforce boundaries and expectations. I teach you how to be direct when communicating your expectations in such a way that leaves nothing to interpretation. Part 4 will cover the sexual side of your relationship, how to dominate her sexually, and how you can make yourself unforgettable to her even if you're not the most well-endowed lover she's ever been with will be discussed extensively. I will also teach you the ins and outs of deep conversion game, which is the art of verbally and physically dominating her body, her mind, and her soul. And finally, Part 5 will teach you how not to sabotage your relationship, how to maintain it, and what to do on the off chance that your woman gets out of line or out of pocket. Now, it's very important for you guys to understand that this course is based on personal experience. I'm not giving you guys hypotheticals or theories. These are techniques I use in my own relationship to this day, and anyone who follows me has seen that my techniques work and work well. Now, this isn't a cheat code or a magic bullet either, guys. This course isn't a turn her into the woman you've always wanted using this one weird trick, or how to make any woman your sexy, submissive sex slave with these 3 magical phrases. No. That's not what this is. So if that's what you're looking for, keep your money. To train a woman to look, act, and submit like a woman should takes time, hard work, consistency, and maintenance. If you are willing to put in the work, go to donovansharpe.com/courses to get your hands on the only relationship guide that actually works by the only man who has shown that it works. Again, that's donovansharpe.com/courses. The link is in the description. Welcome back to the show, guys. It is New Year's Day. Here in 2020, it is January 1st, 2020. Hope everyone had a safe and enjoyable New Year's Eve. Hope everyone remembered to do the 3 most important things every man should do. I actually should have done this show, a show based on these 3 things yesterday, but of course, I've been under the weather. But the 3 most important things that men need to remember to do on New Year's Eve: number 1, don't drink and drive. Okay. Number 2, wrap your dick. And number 3, send that good morning text to the girl you banged. DUIs, unwanted pregnancies, and false rape accusations is not the way you want to start out the new year. So hopefully you guys took all of those precautions to avoid certain disaster. Big thanks goes out to Brown Hornet 1975 with the $5 super chat, the first donation of the year. I appreciate that, Brown Hornet. Thomas Munier, I think, with the €2, says monk or pump and dump, hashtag 2020, hashtag no more simping. Appreciate the €2 super chat. I think that's euros, isn't it? No. Wait a minute. I don't know what currency that is. I'm a little bit foggy. I think it's euros or no. Those are euros. The British pounds is another one. All right, €2. Appreciate that. Ralphie with the $10 super chat says one of the main reasons women don't get caught cheating is because guys don't want relationships and don't mind being the side dude. Women expose your affairs because they want relationships for benefits. Yeah, I would agree. I would absolutely agree with that. Big thanks or a big shout out to Kyle Mitchell. Says, let's get it for 2020. Kyle Mitchell also says, I hope Donovan allows for calls today. This is going to be lit. Yeah, I'm going to be opening up the phone lines here very shortly. Brass Mustache says, Donovan's wild ride, such an insane life story, really shows how a man can build a legacy out of nothing. Yeah, man. Yeah. Holy smokes. Yeah, one could say that I certainly rose from the ashes starting, 10 years ago to the day was the beginning of the rest of my life, and I am forever grateful for that $84 one-way ticket to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nonstop Dre 360 with a $5 super chat says, Happy New Year. I love hearing people say new year, new me. LOL, keep up the great content. Yeah. Stay away from the gyms, guys. Going to be a lot of fat bitches running around in the gyms. But don't worry, wait them out. In a week or two, the gym population will go down a little bit. Then in February, it goes down a little bit more. After Valentine's Day, it'll be right back to normal. The gym is never more populated than that first week of the new year, okay? It starts to steadily go downhill after that, but after Valentine's Day, that's when it goes completely, that's when it's back to normal. So it's one of the many reasons why I built a home gym here at the Sharpe family compound. Pardon me. It is good to have you guys in today for this, the 540th edition of TSR Live. Let us get to the second of today's topics. One of the most important things a man can do in his life is to build bonds with like-minded men, especially those of us who are red pill aware. Now, the reason for this is because the average man who is clueless about the true nature and tendencies of today's women cannot be trusted. And at the end of the day, are not your friends. When I thought about the friends that I had before I found the red pill, it dawned on me once that most of the time I was cock-blocked was when I was talking to women, it was by one of my friends. I'd be chatting up a chick, and every so often one of my homeboys would make his way over and sort of inject himself into the conversation and sometimes even flirt with the girl I was talking to. Now, I didn't think I had a problem with it at the time, but thinking back on it, I absolutely did. The thing is I didn't really have the balls to confront my friends about it, which is something I have absolutely zero issue with doing today. Gentlemen, it is a sad yet true fact that most men today are not your friends, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. Number 1, most men will risk their friendships for a piece of ass. Okay? We've all heard stories about women who have had affairs with their husband's best friend, and the girls who fuck their boyfriend's best friends, right? We talk shit about the woman for being an epic slut, shitting where she sleeps, as we should. But a lot of us don't place that responsibility where it should be placed, which is on the best friend. Yes, gentlemen, women who engage in this licentious behavior, they deserve to be chastised. They deserve to be shamed. They deserve to be held accountable. But the spotlight also needs to be shined on the man that was involved. It takes a special kind of betrayal. It takes a special kind of thirst. It takes a special kind of evil to stick your dick into the woman of your best friend. Now, the questions that ensue after things like this come to light are, how could she do this? And how could he do this? Well, the answers to both are very simple. She did it because she's a woman and women are sluts. It is in a woman's very nature to have sexual intercourse with men they are aroused by, and the title of said man is of little consequence. Best friend, boss, best friend, listen, boyfriend's best friend, neighbor, mechanic, dentist, whatever, doesn't matter. If a girl wants to fuck, she gonna fuck, regardless of the circumstance. The answer to the second question, how could he do this, is that he was never your friend to begin with, guys. I'm here to tell you, sure, you guys may have been through some things together, you guys may have known each other for a while, and so on and so forth, but any man who fucks your girl, or at least tries to fuck your girl, is not your friend, and he never was. And if he ever thought he was your friend, he knew that as soon as he saw your girl, he would have no problem with destroying your friendship should she ever make herself available to him sexually. Number 2, the second reason most men are not your friends is most men are secretly envious of other men doing better than them. If you're living the red pill life, and I'm opening up the phone lines now, 914-205-5356. I'm gonna pull up the number here in just a second. If you're living the red pill life, you're doing better than most men, including your friends. Yeah, okay, they'll give you lip service by telling you that you know your shit. They'll tell you, you're kicking life's ass, but even though they know what they're saying is true about what they're saying about you, these friends often harbor kind of an undercurrent of resentment and jealousy. Now, at some point, they will start to tell on themselves with the occasional sort of covert, offhanded comment about your success. They'll say things like, well, she wasn't that hot, when you show them yet another picture of another girl you fucked that week. They also like to blame your success on luck, with statements like, oh, you gotta admit, you were in the right place at the right time, in a not-so-veiled attempt to marginalize your discipline and work ethic. It is only a matter of time, gentlemen, before their envy starts to boil over. Listen, this jealousy usually manifests itself in one of 3 ways. Number 1, he makes one too many offhanded comments about your success, and you finally take exception to it. You call him out on it, which escalates into shouting and sometimes can get into sort of a physical altercation. Number 2, he'll start to distance himself from you. He won't hang out with you as much. He won't call you or text you as much, and you'll know why. Number 3, he'll start to sabotage you in a few different ways, talking shit about you to your mutual friends, trying to fuck your girl, hating on your lifestyle, and so on and so forth. Men like this are extremely dangerous to men like us, and it would behoove you to keep your distance from these guys when you identify these behaviors. The third and final reason most men are not your friends is they trust women more than they trust men. Our entire lives, guys, we've been told that women are made of sugar, spice, and everything nice, right? We all remember that. We are taught that females are naturally virtuous and trustworthy and should be given the benefit of the doubt in any and all questionable situations because of their honesty and overall goodness. Now, on the other side of that coin, we're taught that men are inherently untrustworthy. We're told that men are natural con artists and that putting your trust in them will only lead to trouble. Now, as a side note, most, if not all of the sentiment, it's endorsed by single mothers. Single moms are always pushing this propaganda on social media. Anyway, men who are raised by single mothers have a built-in distrust of men because of their upbringing. And to be fair, you can't really blame them. If your father walked out on you and your mom as a kid, you'd probably have a hard time putting your trust in other men. But when a mother drills into our heads that all men are not to be trusted, it does a lot more damage than these women realize. What this does is that it ends up creating an entire generation of men who trust women more than they trust men. Why else do you think men are simping for women at the highest rate in history, guys? Had 3 kids with 3 different niggas? Fuck those niggas for leaving her high and dry. Her boyfriend stops paying her phone bill? Fuck that nigga. He's doing her wrong. Well, little do these men know, that girl with the 3 kids cheated on all of them. And the woman who stopped paying herself, the woman whose man stopped paying her cell phone bill, he did so because he found out she was fucking her ex, who happens to be one of her 3 baby daddies. The point is, guys, is that any man who trusts women more than they trust men are not to be trusted by men. And these men are never your friends, guys. Again, you might have good times with them, okay? But at the end of the day, if he trusts his girl more than he trusts you, it is only a matter of time before he shows his true colors. So in the end, the only person a man can ever truly trust is himself. Making friends with like-minded men, red pill-aware men in this day and age, it's nearly impossible, guys. And even if you find one, there's no guarantee that he wouldn't slip back into his blue pill ways should he get the wrong female, or should the wrong female get her talons in him. It is extremely important to build strong bonds with other men, but it would be unwise to put your trust in men who do not see the world and women for who and what they truly are. You guys have been warned. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines here. 914-205-5356. We have 869 people watching. Let's get these numbers up. I appreciate you guys watching today. I'm laboring to talk today because there's a restrictor plate on my vocal cords, so I'm struggling a little bit, but seem to be doing all right. Nonstop Dre 360 with the $2 super chat says, "I love how the gym was empty today." Yeah, right. Falcon Black with the two British pounds says, "Don, thanks for the kratom tip in 2018 and 2019. Absolutely. All right, let us go to the phone lines. Let us go to area code 240. Area code 240, you are live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Good afternoon. How's your New Year going?
Going good, man.
Yes. Hey, I feel it. I'm cold. I got a cold too. I got a comment and I got a question. That sound good?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, the comment is, and you may get to this later, but the thing is, we don't have solidarity. We don't. And I feel like that's something we need.
Yeah, solidarity. And it's sad because, and Ryan Stone actually made this comment on Twitter the other day. He said, "I miss when most of our detractors were women." That is not the case anymore, man. It used to be the red pill versus feminism, but now it's the red pill versus other men. Women don't have to worry about really talking shit about us anymore. Plenty of men. There are more men. I'll put it to you this way: more men talk shit about the red pill than women do these days, and that's sad. And that is because of the lack of solidarity.
Yeah, and it's not just within this; it's within everything. Because like mental health, suicide, people dealing with suicidal ideations, losing jobs and things like that, we don't help each other.
Absolutely. Yeah, most men are they're all about helping women for no other reason but that they want to fuck them. That's it. Like I said, man, men will sacrifice their relationships for a piece of pussy. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. I had a question. You mind if I ask you that real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll just keep it short. Don't let me get off track.
All right.
But would you say, according to red pill doctrine, that the type of women that a person typically interacts with determines their quote unquote value? What do you have to say to that?
So let me just make sure I'm understanding your question correctly. The type of women that a man typically interacts with determines his value or says something about his value?
Yes, is that something that red pill that falls within red pill doctrine?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it does. And the reason for it doesn't determine his value, but it gives you sort of a snapshot of what his value might be. And the reason I say it gives you a snapshot is because every once in a while, high value men have to interact with low value women. I don't know what situations those are, but there are exceptions to every rule. But if the kinds of women a man is interacting with are low value women, single moms, overweight women, women with attitudes, women who are out of pocket, women who have a fucked up view of the world, women who are jaded, et cetera, that's a low value man. Now, if the kind of women a man normally interacts with are feminine, beautiful, they're fit, they're feminine. I'll say it again. If they're honest with themselves and the world about the differences between men and women, I would say yes. That gives us if a man interacts with those kinds of women on the regular, chances are he has high value. If a man is high value, he's going to be dealing with high value women on the regular for the most part. If a man is low value, he's going to be dealing with low value women. It's the same with women. If a woman, and it's so funny, women are all the time, oh my God, why do I attract nothing but fuck boys? Why do I attract nothing but ain't shit niggas? Why do I attract dudes that ain't shit? Well, that's because you an ain't shit bitch. Like attracts like. That's how it goes. We got so many women out here talking about, why do I attract this kind of man and that kind of man? Well, that's because you're that kind of woman, right? You're taking pictures of yourself on IG, taking pictures of your ass or tits. I'm this, living my best life and this and that and the other, and you're wondering why dudes slide into your DMs are just wanting to fuck. Well, that's why. You're giving off that signal, so you are going to attract the type of men that you are signaling for. That's all there is to it. If you give men the impression that you are a hoe, you're going to attract dudes who are fuckboys. That's just how it goes. So good question by area code 240. Let's go to 973. 973, you're on live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hey, it's Greg.
Hey, what's up, Greg?
Hey, good. Just caught the 3 rules that you have for men not being friends, and you ain't wrong, man.
I'm telling you.
I ain't saying you ain't wrong, because I lost a lot of friends to just the power of the pussy, man. I mean, that shit's like, look. But also, I have to point out that even when you get laid, like the first time you ever get laid, you actually look at your friends actually much differently. I remember when I first got laid, and then after that, like I used to hang out with a group of nerds.
Right.
And I was like, all right, now I'm just really trying to, elevate myself, like trying to get some more women. How do I do this? And I looked at all my friends and I said to myself, I gotta get rid of these motherfuckers. and as sad as that is, it's think of the first time you've gotten laid and what you thought about your friends. Did you really want to hang out with them, or did you really want to hang out with women? So I really understand it. And I remember like the first, I want to make this quick.
Sure.
The first rule that you had happened to my, I guess you can say, friend, because we had a girl that was a friend in our, in our circle. I didn't give a shit about her, but my friend did.
Yeah.
And the minute my first and last name was uttered, I got in her cooch. It was over from there.
Yep.
Like, he just gave me the complete silent treatment. I was like, wait a minute, why are you not talking anymore? I mean, joke's on him. He's not getting his GameCube
of course,
back. But
of course.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, man. Dudes will absolutely hate, and this goes to number 2. Dudes will absolutely hate on your success, man. If there's a girl in your group and you end up fucking the girl before they do, or if a guy likes a girl and you fuck her before he does, oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be hating on you. You can believe that. That's all day, every day. That happens every day, man. Pardon me. Big thanks goes out to Thomas Munier, with another €5 super chat. He says, they say I've changed once I swallowed the red pill in the past. I wonder how blue pill folks perceive red pill guys in their matrix. Yeah, they hate them. They hate them. Any man, and you can always tell, and 613, I'm going to come to you here in just a second. Blue pill guys who have never seen or taken the red pill, any man who has not been exposed to red pill truth, red pill content, they view these men as the enemy. Okay, these are the men that see red pill men as the enemy. And the only reason why they see you as the enemy is because they see that you are impeding their progress. You are the reason in their minds why they're not successful with women. Well, why does she always go for the bad boys? The reason why do nice guys finish last? That guy's a bad guy. The reason why she's not paying attention to me is because nice guys finish last. No, the reason she's not paying attention to you is because you're not being a fucking man. You're not grabbing your fucking balls and telling her that you're going to meet her at XYZ bar at 8 o'clock, right? You're listening to her drone on and on about her feelings on the phone, about the guys who are fucking and chucking her. That's why. So the short answer to your question, I wonder how blue pill folks perceive red pill guys in their matrix. Yeah, they see us as the enemy. And you see it all the time. A lot of these guys call themselves MGTOWs. MGTOWs don't see red pill guys as the enemy. Fake MGTOWs, the scabs of the world, those guys see us as the enemy. That's where most of the hate comes from nowadays. Most of the hate used to come from feminists. Now, every once in a while, we will get some feminist haters, but dude, I would say probably 90 to 95% of the hate that we as red pill men get are men who call themselves MGTOWs but aren't really MGTOWs. These guys are scabs, scared, crying, angry babies. The you still don't get it guy. No, I get it. But you don't get that you don't get it. And this is why you hate on me. Let us go to area code 613. Area code 613, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Yeah. All right, Donovan. So, I guess last night what I just realized is that, like, I think I know the reason why women are the way they are, and this is gonna sound really bizarre to the people listening, but like I just went to the club last night, and I could assure you that every single guy was hitting on them. So in the back of my mind, I was like, no wonder why their egos in real life are absolutely huge. Because it's like LeBron James. If people are telling you that you were great ever since you were young, obviously you're gonna have an ego, and obviously you're gonna, you know, you're just gonna think the whole world of yourself when people are constantly giving you compliments.
Yeah, but the difference between LeBron. The difference between LeBron and the average run-of-the-mill chick is that LeBron is great. Yeah, listen, we all guessed. Listen, I watched LeBron's high school games on ESPN. We all called him the great one. He got the chosen one tattooed on him. Okay, yeah, but guess what? He's lived up to the hype. Problem is that these ain't shit club bitches never live up to the hype, yet dudes are still gassing these bitches up. Listen, you're 100% right. The reason why women have overly inflated egos is because they are getting constant validation all the time from every man. This is what we call the abundance mentality. This is why women are so flaky. This is why they have no problem ghosting on you for somebody else, because they know there's always going to be somebody else. I'll give you the last word.
Right. Yeah. And then I was just surprised. I was surprised, but then at the same time I wasn't surprised.
Right.
If that somehow makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
So I mean, yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for the call, area code 613. Yeah, listen, again, he makes a good point. The reason, and it's funny, and a lot of us might be thinking, okay, like area code 613, you're, Captain Obvious here. No, a lot of guys, even though they're red pill aware, it takes them a little while to try to understand why is it that this girl who is clearly a 5 act like she's a 10. It's because every man in her life treats her like a 10. These girls are getting hit on by their coworkers, the guy that makes her coffee, the guy that cuts her grass, the maintenance guy in her apartment building. Dudes are sliding into her DMs on IG, Snapchat. They're, like I said, girls are getting hit in the face with dicks 24/7. So it stands to reason that these girls are going to have inflated egos. But the mistake that most women make, the egregious mistake that most women make, is they think that because guys want to fuck them, that they actually like them or they want to commit. No, baby girl. Just because he wants to fuck you doesn't mean he wants to commit to you, right? A girl sport fucks her way all through her 20s, but then she wants to wonder why she's not getting commitment from these guys. They don't like you. They like your pussy. They like your ass. They like the way you look in jeans or whatever they're wearing these days, the leggings. They don't like you. All they want to do is fuck. Just because I'm fucking you doesn't mean I actually like you. Girls mistake sexual market value for relationship market value. Oh, I've got all these guys who want to be with me. No, you got all these guys who want to fuck you. They don't want to be with you. That's that overly inflated ego. Let's go to area code 242. 242, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year, man.
I got the experience. Last night I got the experience firsthand why you don't let your girl go to the club with her friends.
What happened?
So, this girl came to the club with her friends, right? And she saw this guy she was attracted to. So, she went outside to talk to him. Like I'm the bouncer.
Yep.
So she was trying to back out of going with him. So her friends juiced up to her like, oh, your boyfriend ain't shit. He ain't got good. You should do it. You won't find out. So listen to this. She told her friends to take her car. She could go with the fella. After she finished getting the back blown out, she want her friend pick up from the fella's house, and she could drop her friend back to her house, and she could sleep over at her house with her friend, and she could drop him into work back in the morning.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable, man. Listen, this is exactly, I'm going to tell you what, and thanks for the call, area code 242. I need to make a definitive list because I'm always adding to this stuff. Big thanks goes out to Andrew Clark, who is the newest member of the TSR Towers YouTube channel. Appreciate that. He now has chat privileges. Appreciate that. 1,000 people watching the show. The people that get the most red pill truth are bouncers, and we're talking about bouncers at nightclubs, strip clubs, taxi cab drivers, and Uber drivers. Okay? If you want to really, listen, if you want to talk to guys who will tell you some shit about women and how women really act, listen, these guys get red pill truth thrown at them just as a matter of how can I put, just as a matter of occupational knowledge. They see this stuff all the time. Girls never ever think that bouncers and waiters or flight attendants or Uber drivers, taxi cab drivers don't listen to this stuff. Girls think, I mean, this is how deaf they are. They think that these dudes aren't listening. If you really, and I say this a lot, if you're on the fence about the red pill, if you're thinking, guys, dude, women can't really be like this. Become an Uber driver for 6 months. I can promise you the red pill will sink in, my friend. It is going to be it's going to be a bitter taste and a rude awakening. And that guy just told the tale. She went and got her back blown out in the car by a dude that was at the club with her. Her boyfriend's none the wiser. Listen, you don't forbid your woman to go to the club. You just let your woman know when she tries to angle for a relationship. I don't date women who go to bars or clubs. That's it. A lot of guys ask me, well, listen, Donovan, my woman wants to go to the bar or the club. How do I stop her? Dude, it's already too late, homie. Like, it's already too late. If your woman wants to go to the bar or club, it's already over. There's really nothing you can do, man. I'm here to tell you that's just how it is. That's the only way that I can tell you guys. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. All right, let's see. We got give me 1 second here. Area code 619. 619, I think that's either San Diego or Oceanside. You're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
San Diego.
Good stuff.
Nate, so I just wanted to touch on red pill dudes. Two quick stories.
Sure.
Folks that work as detectives, law enforcement, we see some shit too. Oh, sorry. We see some stuff.
Nah, hey, listen, you can swear, dude. You see some shit too. Listen, you can say dick, fart, pussy, whatever.
Well, take for a perfect example. A year ago, we had several rape cases that we looked at. Every single one of them were false.
Wow.
Every single one of them were the wife cheating on their husbands.
Wow.
I don't want to get into details because that would probably take 4 to 5 hours to explain every one of those cases. But you really want to get some red pill truth? Look at those false rape statistics that no politician wants to look at.
Wow. Wait, let me, before we go to your next story, how long have you been a detective?
About 4 years now.
Dude, just 4 years in. 4 years in, and you're dealing already with 4 to 5 false rape accusations. Unbelievable. So we can add detective to our list of occupations that see the red pill up close and personal.
Thing I wanted to touch on, you're absolutely right. Friends totally going the other way just for a piece of ass. Seeing it firsthand, seeing it from other friends, seeing it from a woman who tried to split up two best friends. Fortunately, those guys are red pill aware.
Good. Good.
It seemed like she got off of trying to split them up. One of them was aware of what was going on. The other one was not too much. He was on the fence, but you nailed it on the head. And I didn't want to waste your time because I'm sure you have other callers. But
no, that's a good story,
law
man.
Enforcement.
Yeah, listen, excellent call by area code 619. Again, listen, give me a call, man. If you are in an occupation where you regularly see or are exposed to red pill truth, give me a call. The number's on your screen, 914-205-5356. He's a detective, man. Detectives, Uber drivers or taxi drivers, bouncers at strip clubs or nightclubs. Okay? If you are ever in doubt about whether or not the red pill is really what we say it is, I mean, I'm not saying you just become a detective or become a bouncer. But, dude, if you know someone in these professions, grab their ear, man. Talk to them about it. Hey, what are you seeing out there? What are people telling you? The easiest thing to do is to be an Uber driver. If you have a car and a driver's license, bingo, you can be an Uber driver. And be an Uber driver late at night. You will see this stuff up close and personal, man. Man, what a phone call by that guy. Holy smokes. 440, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead. And yes, I can hear you. 440.
Hello, Donovan.
Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to add to that discussion. I'm in a profession similar to the detective in the health field. I'm pretty up there.
Okay.
I have a lot of red pill awareness from years ago, having read, Dawkins' Evolution of Human Sexuality. And
of course.
So forth. I'm going to add to that as to why that's so. Why the rape and the sexual market value. If you look at cheating, because this video is basically about cheating, you'll find that like people in the gender, basically women cheat when they're at their peak SMV.
Right.
Okay. And the other thing is men also cheat when they're at their peak SMV, which is actually when they're in their mid 40s.
Right. That's right.
So what's interesting, I'm going to add to that. If any man wants to know when a woman is most likely to cheat, it's going to be when she's in her peak ovulatory phase.
That's right.
Which is easy to. So, and on top of that, if you ever want to know if she's going to cheat, all you have to do is calculate 10 to 12 days after she has her period, and then if she says she's going to want to go out to the bar or she's spending her time in the peak ovulatory phase, that's when you know she's going to cheat on you.
Bingo.
Okay.
And not necessarily she's going to cheat on you, but that's the time where she's more than likely to put herself in situations that cheat. Caller, you're actually talking about something that I have preached for years. And listen, it is absolutely free. Guys, download an ovulation calendar. Guys, download a cycle calendar. Okay? When your woman has her period, you're going to know. You mark that period, you know exactly what ovulatory phase she's in. I've done shows about this. And listen, caller, you're 1,000% right. When a woman is ovulating, dude, that is when she is that. Not to say that she ever would, but this is when she's more likely to put herself in position to get more male attention. That's how it is. Listen, my woman probably does the same thing, right? Every once in a while, I'll have to check her on what she's wearing to work. Whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, I understand why. Yeah, get your ass back in there and put on those raggedy ass jeans and put your hair in a ponytail, right? Now, I say that tongue in cheek because she understands that I recognize these things, but this is why you have to pay attention. This is why you have to get a cycle calendar for your woman. It is the game changer. Caller, I'll give you the last word.
I just want to add one more thing.
Sure.
Because I'm in a profession, similar to detective, however, I can't disclose. For obvious reasons, I'm going to add to that. The detective is quite right. One of the things that most men don't understand is how the law works, which is based on the dualist model.
Yes.
And so what that means is that this is what most guys don't understand about rape. Okay. Say that a guy and a girl go out on a date. Okay. They have some beers. They have a good time, and he propositions her for sex, and she agrees. As per the law, Okay? This is the law.
Okay.
Because she had those drinks, even though she consented, it's nullified.
That's right. There you go. The minute it is proven that she had alcohol in her system, she's not in a position to give consent for sexual contact or sexual intercourse. That's the law.
And any high status man, it is so dangerous. Any guy with financial wealth, okay, it is so dangerous for him to go dating just the way the laws are structured. That's all I want to add.
Jesus
Christ. Thank you.
Absolutely. Listen, thanks for the call, area code 440. Listen, you heard it there, straight from the horse's mouth, man. Listen, the law is not on your side, man. This is what makes it so difficult for dudes to go out and date. If you're a super low value guy and a girl makes what she believes is a mistake, oh my God, he's shorter than me, whatever the case may be, you add the game, right? You were in the right place at the right time, you spat the right line, she wakes up, now she's, oh my God, I can't believe I fucked that guy, rape. She turns her life upside down. If you're a man of means, all she has to do is accuse you of rape and she can turn your life upside down without even an arrest. That's how it is, man. That's exactly how it is. Sight Be On Sight with the $5 super chat says, Happy New Year, guys, and stay positive for 2020. Appreciate that. Brass Mustache with the $2 super chat says, Blue Pill men use subversion just like women. Ooh, that is deep. Brass Mustache with the comment of the day, Blue Pill men use subversion just like women. Wow, I have never thought of it that way, but you are 100% right. Very good comment there, man. Thomas Munier with another €2 super chat says, deep red pills being thrown around here. Absolutely. R.A. Williams, a.k.a. Black Mullet 40, with the $5 super chat said, went red pill and was told I hate women by other men. You see? Dude, I'm telling you right now, 5 years ago, most of our detractors were women. Fast forward 5 years, most of our detractors are men. I'm here to tell you, most of the hate that you will get for living this life comes from other men. It is sad, but it's true. This is why most men aren't your friends, guys. This is why most men are not your friends. Let us go to area code 913. Area code 913. You're on Live at Donovan. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
All right. Thank you. Well, glad to know that you are hopefully on the upswing from that cold.
Oh, man,
Trust me, I've been dealing with one myself. Wanted to say that I am fairly new to the show, but about a year ago I took the red pill due to a similar shouldn't say similar set of circumstances, but psycho female that I was engaged to. So learned a lot, came from that.
Good.
And want to say that you are 110% right, and everybody that I've heard on your show today, spot on.
Good.
Spot
good,
on,
good.
100%. I couldn't believe how much truth is being said here, and I'm glad that other people are waking up. My question is, I guess, how would you I've got a good friend of mine, great solid dude, and he's been struggling a bit with trying to get past the blue pill and trying to get into the red pill. And I've been trying to help him out with it. He's been divorced now, and he's got all kinds of crap going on with his ex-wife and her trying to just keep in his life and try and it's a mess, man. I tell you what, I hate to be the guy on the side telling him, dude, just keep moving, get going forward, but I keep having to tell him that. And I didn't know if you had any tips that might be a good idea for him, maybe videos to show him, obviously your show, but if there's anything else on the side maybe that maybe will help open his eyes a bit more.
Yeah, and it's very, very difficult when we see the people, the men that we care about who are going through this. But it sounds to me like your friend is, I don't want to say he's close to breaking through and digesting and finding the red pill. I don't want to say he's close to that, but he's probably purple pill, right? He's kind of in that jaded disposition phase where he understands that things are fucked up, but he's at a point in his life where he doesn't really know what to do. Obviously, he's a high value guy. He's a man of means, et cetera, et cetera. What I would recommend is I would buy him the Rational Mail, man. I always tell guys, publications, man. Buy him the Rational Mail. I don't know how much it is, but you can find it anywhere. Get him my free ebook, man. 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. In that book, there are links to some of my episodes. So when he goes through this ebook, it's almost like and I designed my ebook to lead people down a rabbit hole. If they're curious about the book, 16 ways to immediately disqualify her, great. I can know which women to look out for. Wait a minute, this guy's making great sense. This dude has a podcast. Holy shit, let me tune in. That right there. All you need for him to do is to pay attention to Red Pill content even one time. Because every man that is exposed to Red Pill content, it jives with their masculine hard drive. Because we're men, we all think and understand things in the same ways. So my recommendation is I would get him my free ebook, 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. I would also send him the publication, The Predatory Female by Lawrence Shannon. The Book of Pook is another very good one. The Solomon 2 blog is unbelievable. These are all absolutely free. I actually need to do a blog post on my website about the best free publications to send to your blue pill friends that are trying to break through. There's nothing that you are going to be able to tell him, okay? All you can do is say, listen, man, I found a very interesting article. I found an interesting blog post. I saw an interesting video. I think these are some interesting things. Watch this, read this, tell me what your thoughts are. If they ask you questions, this is when you can start having good conversations and maybe starting to turn the tide. All right, let us go to area code 315. Area code 315, you're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan. I've recently found your show, maybe a month or 2 months ago.
Good.
And said something about gentlemen in wheelchairs. What makes a gentleman in a wheelchair not adaptable to red pill content?
Wait, ask me that question again. I didn't quite understand.
You said something along the lines that made me believe that you kind of discounted men in wheelchairs as far as red pill content goes. What makes you think that it's not adaptable to gentlemen in wheelchairs?
The red pill, to me, it's really understanding who and what women really are. As far as a man in a wheelchair is concerned, I mean, a man in a wheelchair is going to have to understand that you've got some sexual market deficiencies. Obviously, this doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you a terrible person. But I think that men who have physical handicaps, physical ailments, whatever the case may be, a man with red pill awareness is going to do better than a man without red pill awareness because he understands what's going on here. Here's another thing. If you understand, and there are plenty of men who are paraplegic, quadriplegic, they are with some attractive women. Now, these are the exceptions to the rule, but if those guys can be with attractive women, then any man in a wheelchair can be with women. So the red pill applies to every man in every situation. I mean, again, physical handicaps, and I've always said this too. There's no such thing as an incel, okay? An incel is an involuntary celibate. The only way a man can be an incel, meaning that he cannot get laid even if he wants to, is if there is a mental handicap. He is mentally retarded. He is not fully mentally aware. Other than that, there are no excuses. Obviously, men who have physical handicaps, physical ailments, they're going to have to work a little bit harder, but the red pill is the red pill. That's all there is to it. It applies to literally everybody. Good question there by area code 315. Let's go to area code 734. And real quick, area code 337. Listen, you've called back 2 or 3 times. You keep trying to cut in line. You're going to have to wait in the queue like everybody else. Don't mind talking to you. Quit trying to cut in line. You're killing me. I feel like I'm in 5th grade and you're like my temporary elementary school bully Scott Stevens before I kicked his ass. You guys are killing me here. Area code 734. Go ahead. You're on live.
Hey, Donovan, how's it going?
Good, man.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I've been listening for a while. Kind of wanted to back up what you had to say about this. Like, there is no brotherhood when it comes to women.
Oh, no.
One thing I noticed after my divorce is a whole lot of people disappeared from my life about a month or 2 afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah, this happened. Also, I remember one thing from an earlier show, actually. It was, oh, God, what was it exactly? It was more or less along the lines of don't get married in the military.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
This happened while I was in the military, actually. Try not to I've got a lot of points here, but I'll try and keep it short.
Okay.
A radio show.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so there was a couple of years ago, there was a video of an Army Ranger who had to strap on a GoPro because his wife was basically was trying to beat his ass in public.
Wow.
Like an actual Army Ranger.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my goodness. God, trying to beat his ass in public.
That shit was insane.
Oh, God. It's so funny. The reason why, and real quick before you get to your next story, the reason why women are so bold, the reason why they're emboldened to put their hands on men adversarially is because if a man retaliates, he gets put in jail automatically. It doesn't matter. Women don't get put in jail for domestic violence against men. They don't. And don't come at me with, well, I knew of one woman. No. The exception does not make the rule. Do not counter a macro argument with a micro argument. Women know that if they hit a man, there's not really going to be anything done. But if a man retaliates and gives her a two-piece and knocks her fucking teeth out, he's going to jail for at least 72 hours.
Oh, it's even worse than that, actually. The military also pays serious attention to something called menacing. So if you freak out and like punch a wall or something like that in front of basically if you scare her in any way, shape, or form, she can bring that to your commander.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And here's the thing. It's your word against hers. It doesn't have to be menacing. She just has to say that it's menacing. Ay. Dude, oh God, I'll tell you what, man. Oh, my God. Breaking news. Former NBA Commissioner David Stern has just passed away. Holy shit, man. David Stern has just passed away, guys. Wow. David Stern. Holy shit, man. Man, oh, man. David Stern is dead. Wow, dude. Oh, wow. What a mind job that is. God, David Stern. Holy smokes. He and Michael Jordan are responsible for the NBA being where it is today. Holy moly. David Stern has passed away at the age of 77. Holy shit, man. All right, let me get back on track here. All right, let us go to the TSR bouncer, my man, Big Brandon. What's going on, brother?
My man, Donovan. How you doing?
Man, listen, I'm probably about 7 to 10 pounds lighter over the past couple of days. How about you?
Well, I might be 7 to 10 pounds heavier, but I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better.
I hope you're getting better. I heard you in your story, in your episode today, asked a question about, bouncers. And I was like, well, he has to be speaking about me.
That's right.
So I have seen some of the most vile acts of dirty macking. This is what me and my friends call it, dirty macking.
That's right.
At the club. I have seen 2 guys come into the club. One guy hit on the girl. The guy goes to the bathroom. His friend would slide in and literally list a laundry list of what his best friend did wrong.
Oh my God. You got to be, man, unbelievable. And for all of you, and for those of you who aren't, you guys could probably look up Dirty Mackin'. It'll probably come up in Urban Dictionary. Dirty Mackin' is hitting on your friend's girl, hitting on your homeboy's girlfriend. That's dirty. There are other acts of Dirty Mackin', but yeah, basically that's what Dirty Mackin' is. Holy shit, man.
And I've even seen, like, I was at the club working downtown before, and I noticed this girl who was trying to flirt with all the bouncers, but she would kind of like diss me.
Right.
And I'm like, what the heck? Why is she acting funny to me? So later on that evening, my lady comes to the club. Now, when my lady came to the club, she immediately was dressed to the nines,
right.
Donovan Sharpe style.
There you go.
She was looking good. And she just walked right up to the VIP, sat down in VIP, didn't say a word. The waitress comes over, hands her a bottle. The manager comes over, shakes her hand, right? And the DJ announced that my lady was in the club.
Okay.
And the girl who was flirting with the other bouncers was like, hold up, that's your girl? I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, hold up. Even he's the head of security. And I looked at him and went, yeah, he's the head of security, but I'm the best security. And she immediately she immediately turned a 180 and started trying to flirt with me. And I looked down at her. I'm like, you just want the position my ladies in. But you don't understand all what my lady did to get into that position.
Oh, there it is. What did she say then?
She couldn't say nothing. She immediately just like, oh. And I hopped off the stage while I was standing, walked over to where my lady was, and was like, do you need them to bring you anything else? She goes, no, I'm good. You came over here now. I'm like, okay. So
it
was quite entertaining, but I've seen both levels of RPA, as you would put it,
that's right,
inside the club to the point where I can give you stories at nauseam.
Oh my God, dude. I'm going to tell you what, man. Strip clubs are specifically strip clubs. That to me, that is how can I put this? That is where you really see the true dynamics of men and women. Women gravitate toward men with money. Men gravitate toward women who are hot. That's it. Listen, dude, say what you will about strip clubs, whatever the case may be. The strip club, that is the one honest place. That's the one place where you can see honest interactions between men and women with no sort of reservations. Oh, you look good? All right, I'll pay $500 to fuck you. Or wait, or a stripper saying, oh, you look like a big baller. I'll do X, Y, and Z. This is how this is, man. I'll give you the last word, Brennan.
I've seen guys come in and walk in. They got money and bread, and I've had girls come to me talking about, hey, B, I'll fly you 100 if you take my name off the call list real quick so the DJ won't be looking for me. I'm like, okay, because I know what she's going to go run and do in the car real quick.
God damn, bro, dude. Hey, man, hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you, that's how grimy these hoes are, man.
Yeah. Well, last word is, I'm glad to hear from you in the New Year's.
Absolutely,
I hope
man.
New Year's is possible and very successful, even more so than last year.
Yes.
And I hope you get healthy because you got a game tomorrow. You got to be
man. I'm gonna tell you what. You're right, man. We gotta do something with these Seattle Seahawks, man. Thanks for the call, area code 469. He says we got a game tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Shit. What is he talking about? I might have missed what he said. Good call there by Big Brandon in the house. The official TSR bouncer. The Neg with a $20 super chat says, bringing in 2020 with $20 for you, Don. I always appreciate your content. You have inspired me to work on my own content as well. Keep doing what you're doing. Trust, but always verify. Happy New Year, gentlemen. Appreciate that. Terrell Boxley with the $2 super chat says, happy 2020 to you, D. Thanks for all your advice and wisdom. Thank you very much for that. R.A. Williams, a.k.a. Black Mullet 40, with the $3 super chat says, don't forget male strippers. I'm adding that to the list. The occupations, these are the occupations where you see red pill truth up close and personal. Without a doubt, male strippers. So we now have detectives, and you can probably add police officers to that, men in law enforcement, Uber drivers, taxi drivers, bouncers, whether it's at a strip club or a nightclub, and male strippers. Excellent submission there by R.A. Williams, a.k.a. Black Mullet 40. Let's go to area code 210. 210, you're on live at Donovan. Go ahead.
Hello, Donovan. Can you hear me, sir?
I can.
Excellent. Hope I don't sound too bad. But anyway, I recently just found your channel, sir, and I had to say, I had to sit through some uncomfortable truths. Like, are women really like this? Am I really a low-value male? And I just had to sit there and say, I guess I am. I guess I have to learn to improve myself.
Right.
So it's a new year, new decade, and I'm hoping that by listening to you and understanding, because I'm at the point where my brother, he's a bit younger than me, but he's actually been out there talking to women and improving himself and always looking to do these things, and he's becoming a more higher value male.
Right.
I'm actually a bit envious of that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, not envious is like I hate him, I want to tear him down, but I'm just
sure.
like, man, I just wish I could be in his shoes.
Right.
So to speak.
Right. Well, you can be, right? Like you understand now that you can be. It just takes the initiative.
Yes, sir. And actually, my brothers have actually been getting on me and talking to me about things like working out, eating healthy. He actually sat me down and was telling me, bro, you like crap. You just sit around all day. You see you on those games and all that stuff. And he's
right.
like, man, if you want to be where I'm at, you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to leave these things behind or or at least push them to the side and focus on improving myself.
You have a good brother, man. You absolutely have a good brother. Thanks for the call, area code 210. Yes, listen, it's good to have family members like that to sort of hold you accountable. His brother, hey, listen, man, you're a fucking fat ass. If you want to be where I'm at, you got to make some choices. You got to make some sacrifices. So it's good that area code 210 has a brother like that. Area code 773, you're on live with Donovan. Go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. There we are. Area code 773, now you're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Donovan?
Doing good, man.
Yeah, you might as well add HVAC to that list too, man.
No shit.
Do any type of technical work.
Okay.
Oh man, it's bad. I actually have a story for you, big guy.
Let's do it.
Actually, 3 days ago, I had to do a service cleaning check for a furnace, and the girl, she was okay. She was like a hard 6, wearing the robe, chest out like normal with the halter top, trying to fake pulling it up. I'm seeing areola all day.
Oh, Jesus.
Everything seemed pretty good, and we're getting to the end of the job. Time for payment, and she's starting to flirt. I can tell. I can feel the moment getting there. And I was going to be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to blow her back out. Who cares? As long as she pays first, I'm Gucci.
Right.
But, man, this is what broke the camel's back. She's like, can I slide by you real quick? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm like, all right, she's going to the room to get ready. Tell me how she walked out with a baby. A baby in her hand.
Wow.
A baby in the living room so we can go fuck in the main room.
Unbelievable.
On the floor, mind you. On the floor.
Oh, my God. Yo, so
It's crazy, bro.
this bitch had a baby in the house, and she was gonna let you blow the back out, and came out with the baby, so you could blow her back out in the fucking.
Hand.
Oh my God, unbelievable, man!
And left the baby in the middle of the living room floor by himself.
Ratchet
that,
bitches.
Bruh, women, like right there and then, I knew it. I'm like, women ain't shit,
dude. This is what I tell guys all the time. Learn to work with your hands, guys, right? No, listen, learn how to fix your washer and dryer. Learn how to fix your HVAC. I have a little bit of experience with this stuff because I used to own rental properties. I hired a property manager because he gets into the technical stuff. But dude, and I'm fortunate. I'm home all the time. So if the Xfinity guy has to come by and do repairs, or if anything has to be repaired around here, my ass is always here. Man, oh man, dude, I'm telling you, man, these bitches are out here checking for dick all the time. Oh my God, HVAC, I'm added to it. HVAC and servicemen, HVAC and repairmen. Jesus Christ. So we got detectives, Uber drivers, taxi drivers, bouncers at strip clubs or nightclubs, male strippers, HVAC, and repairmen. Holy smokes, man. All right, let us go to, looks like we've got a caller from overseas. Your number ends in 7150. You're on with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan. Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too, man. Happy New Year.
Yeah. Just going back to the top of the show, we came to us getting hate, the Red Bull guys getting hate.
Yeah.
That's because they've got no good argument against us. It's what's the ad hominems. So as soon as we actually put forth arguments saying what we want, what we need, and what we're looking for in a woman, and they don't have that, that's why they come out at us, hating at us, because they don't have a valid argument.
Wow. Oh, yes. Once people start, and this goes on all platforms. When you are in a debate or an argument with someone, and they start attacking you personally, this is what ad hominem attacks are, is when they start attacking you personally. That's when this is when you know that you've won the argument. This is when you know that they have nothing left.
Yeah. And I want to say about the ovulation thing. Also, I kept track of my girl's ovulation when we were still together.
Good.
I always knew when it was coming up, so I knew that's when we're going to spend the evenings together. And also I knew how to ramp everything up. That's how I knew I was going to get the best sex in those few days.
There you go. That's exactly right.
So I started to use that too.
Guys, listen, always, and thanks for the call. Listen, cycle calendars are absolutely a game changer, guys. Don't sleep on cycle calendars, man. I'm here to tell you. All right, let us go to area code 678. Area code 678, you're on live with Donovan, and you go ahead. Yep, area code 678, you're on live. Okay. Let's go to area code 229. Area code 229, you're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Yo, Donovan, what's up, man? It's Sean in Tampa.
Sean in Tampa. I thought that was you. How's it going, man?
Good, brother. Happy New Year, man.
You too, brother.
Yeah, your last caller was on point, dude. He hit the nail on the head. As soon as they come out with the shaming language, you know you've won.
That's it.
It's over.
That's exactly right, man.
Anyway, man, I got a quick story of a TradCon cheater. I saw the topic for today, and oh yeah, you should add musicians to that list.
Oh yeah, hey, hold up, let me add that. Yeah, dude, I should have known that, man. Musicians definitely getting added to the list.
Yeah, so I play this place every month on a scheduled gig. It's a cool place, and so this married couple, they show up every month, on point. They sit right up front. They watch me. So they come for about 10 months straight. Well, on month 11. All of a sudden, the wife is showing up without the hubby.
Oh,
and she's, dude, total TradCon type chick.
Of course.
Very mousy librarian, like she's walking with a stick up her ass.
Right, of course.
Only she's looking to get some dong. So I see that. I'm like, okay, she's sending some subtext my way. I can tell. I don't respond to it. I'm not going to go after a married chick. I don't really care.
Sure.
So the next month, she shows up again without hubby and with a bunch of girlfriends, just like they're pooling together, to try and like keep their sexual market value high because they're all like 41, 42.
Of course.
And so she's sitting there and she's just burning a hole through me, playing the show, doing my thing. Next thing you know, so I play about 2 hours. I take a break. I go to the bathroom. This chick magically finds herself next to me in line in the bathroom. She's like, oh, wait. I'm like, dude, they're masters of plausible deniability.
Of course
like,
they are.
You call them out like, hey, so you follow me to the bathroom. Oh, no, I just happened to get up right now whenever you did.
That's right.
Shit, whatever. so my car is parked around back of the venue. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to test this even farther. So I use the bathroom, walk out, go past the bar, go past the stage, go all the way out back to my car. She manages to make her way out there. She's like, oh, so this is where people park. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, my God.
Right?
Can this
like,
get
you're
any more
come back
obvious?
Here and pretend like you're interested in where people park. I said, look, chick, what do you want? What do you want?
Wow.
So I'm like kind of prying it out of her. Like, tell me what you want.
Yeah, what is
and
this?
She's like, well, I just want to tell you that you're doing a really good job playing. I was like, stop. No, backpedaling. What do you want? And I keep pushing it. Finally, she goes, okay, look, you're fucking hot, okay? I want a musician. I want to be
do you see? You see?
She starts overtly spilling it, Donovan. Like, just letting it all out.
Dude.
So
wow.
I start making out with this chick. She's grabbing on my dick, all that stuff. And then she has the nerve to try and shame me. She's like, so do you pull girls back here all the time and do this? I said, oh, yeah,
yep.
Sure
do. Yeah, hey, there it is.
She's like, oh, my God, you're disgusting. I was like, wait, this coming from the cheating whore right now.
Oh, wow.
Called her out. And here's the best part, Donovan. We're going to fast forward 3 months.
All right.
I see this chick at another gig. She doesn't come. 3 months later, I'm at another gig, a totally different venue, like an hour away. This chick shows up there with her girlfriend, no husband again.
Oh, my God.
No husband. Comes around back to talk to me, and she comes up to me and says, look, I don't know if you think I'm looking for round two, but I'm not. I was like, no, that's called self-flattery. You assume that's how I want, but you came here to see me.
Yo.
And then I said, by the way, all that shit you did behind that venue that night and all that shit you talked about your husband, I wear a body camera on my belt clip when I'm packing up my gear in case somebody tries to rob me. It's a thing I've been doing for a few years now.
Right.
I got everything on camera, bro. So she tried to gaslight me on the situation. You should have saw the beautiful look of cognitive dissonance when I pulled that camera out and showed it to her.
Oh, my God.
Dude, so
oh, my God.
My message here to guys listening is that I don't care, dude. You think your girl, oh, she's traditional. She's a TradCon. Doesn't matter, bro.
Nope.
This chick was as innocent looking on the outside as any girl imaginable and was ready to get pounded hard into the pavement right there. She was shaming her husband.
Oh,
she was
God.
talking noise. She was like saying like, I want a man to, smack my ass and not ask for permission. Basically stuff like that. So
yeah,
she's
right.
talking about her hubby. So basically I just want to come on and say, guys, don't be that dude. Don't be the guy that she's talking about to another guy about you.
That's right.
Like, don't ask for permission. Pull the hair, smack the ass, give it to her the way you want. It was just sad the way she was shaming her hubby. And then one last thing, Donovan. She tried to, whenever I called her out 3 months later, she tried to use the all Hail Mary excuse of, oh, well, I was trashed that night. I was so drunk. I was like, really?
Oh, my
you were
God.
so drunk
You gotta be kidding
that
me.
you don't remember giving me details of, well, Sean, if you'll go get tested and go get an STD test and let me review the results, I'll have sex with you as much as you want. I was like,
wow.
So this is what drunk girls say, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
bullshit.
God.
So anyway, man, just wanted to share the story of the TradCon cheater with you. And for everybody listening, don't buy that noise, man. So TradCon, no, it doesn't matter, dude. Alpha fucks beta bucks all the way.
Sean in Tampa. Holy shit. We're adding musicians to that list, dude. Listen, every time Sean calls a show, he's got 15 stories about how he's fucking some married chick in the backseat of his car in the parking lot after the gig. Guys, listen, man, all women are like that. And this is why I tell guys, do not take your woman, do not make it a habit of taking your woman to a place where you are not the highest value male. Sometimes it's unavoidable, okay? Sometimes you're going to have to be in a place for a short period of time where you're not the highest value male in the room. Don't take your chick to concerts, guys. Don't take your chick to see a man in concert. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't take your chick to see a motivational speaker. Dudes, don't take your chick to church. I'm here to tell you guys, man, Sean in Tampa dropping the knowledge as usual. By the way, Sean in Tampa is the one who coined this. He actually coined this. If it pisses off her conscious, it arouses her subconsciously, right? So if it pisses her off on the outside, on the inside, she is turned on. Okay? That's how that goes. So if you piss her off consciously, she is turned on subconsciously. That's how that works. Wow. Good job. So detectives, Uber drivers, or detectives, men in law enforcement, Uber drivers, taxi drivers, bouncers at strip clubs, bouncers at nightclubs, male strippers, HVAC and repairmen, and musicians. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. All of those. If you want, and again, if you want to do it the easy way, the two ways that I can recommend the easiest, become an Uber driver and go to 2X Chromosome subreddit. The 2X Chromosome subreddit and become an Uber driver. Those are the quickest ways. Those are the quickest ways to understand red pill awareness. If you are on the fence about whether or not this red pill stuff is real, become an Uber driver, number one, and go to 2X Chromosomes, number two. That is the quickest way to get that verification. Nonstop Dre 360 with the $2 super chat says the military is full of red pills. You got that right. Grovelite 12 says, I want to say if you are also a stagehand or a roadie, I've done both. Too many horror stories of aspiring actresses. So let us add this to our sub. I'm actually gonna add this as a subcategory to musicians. Stagehands or roadies. Stagehands or roadies, those are the guys who travel with the musicians. They help to set everything up, the sound guys, etc., etc., etc. Absolutely. Man, this is a great list. Great list. The Neg one with a $20 super chat, his second of the day, says had to drop another 20 to make that 2020 complete. Streamlabs won't let me leave a donation, but today I had woken up setting myself a 10-year plan, and I'm not worried about those who refuse to follow. New decade, new goals. Real fucking talk, man. Guys, this is New Year's Day of 2020, man. Come up with a 6-month plan, a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, and a 10-year plan. When you make plans, you get excited about life. You get motivated. Very good super chat. Comment there by the Neg one. I Bramblebush with the $5 super chat says, you better believe male family court judges are red pill aware, but are bought by the blue pill system. That is now the comment of the day. I'm going to read that again. He says, you better believe male family court judges are red pill aware, but are bought by the blue pill system. You think that the judge up there giving all the child support and spousal support and alimony to these ain't shit bitches out here, you think they don't understand a woman's true nature? They know all the facts of the case. But just like I Bramblebush says, they're bought by the blue pill system. This is how it is, guys. James Young with the big $50 super chat Says, been listening for a while. Men need to hear your message. Keep up the good fight. James, I appreciate that $50 super chat. Thank you very much for that. The big $50 super chat from James Young. The Practical Stoic with a $10 super chat says, been pounding this chick at her place for a month. Told her my back hurts on her mattress. Told her I own a purple mattress. A week later, she has a queen-size purple mattress just so I won't stop seeing her. Yes. So this dude is fucking this broad at her place. He says, bitch, like my back hurts. Like what the fuck? The fuck you sleeping on? Right? Well, what do you have? Well, I got a purple mattress at home. So what does she do? The bitch goes out and gets a purple mattress. Real fucking talk, man. Real talk. That's fucking, listen, man, women make rules for betas. They break rules for alphas. If a girl wants to fuck you and keep fucking you, she will move heaven, earth, and purple mattresses to make sure you don't spin out of her orbit. Good job, man. Very good job. BGIBI Ramp with the $10 super chat. He says you have to add movers to that list. I own a moving company, and some of the things I've seen with women is ridiculous. This is unbelievable. These all make perfect sense. Movers. I'm going to put movers in there. I actually knew a girl. You know what? This is interesting. I actually knew a girl. She actually told me this story a few years back, right? So she separated from her husband, and he got his place. I think he stayed in his house, and she ended up getting a new apartment. And so she's getting all this new furniture moved in. She ends up fucking one of the guys that moved her into her new place, right? And it was so funny because I remember her telling me, oh, you know, there's this guy who won't stop calling me. And I remember telling her, like, did you fuck that dude? She's like, no, I didn't fuck him, but he keeps calling me. I'm like, oh my God, you fucked that dude. Sure enough, later on down the line, I found out she fucked him. It was so obvious. Like, she didn't understand that I really had this red pill awareness. She didn't understand that I knew who she was before she even, it was funny as shit. I'm like, dude, you fucked him. No, I didn't. 6 months later, found out she boned him. Easily. Ray Santos Crypto says, do you accept Bitcoin donations? I don't yet, but I will. Let me actually put that on my list here. I'm going to put my Bitcoin link. I'm going to put my Bitcoin link on my website because I do have a Bitcoin account. And so I think taking Bitcoin donations would definitely be a game changer. Thank you for reminding me of that, Ray Santos Crypto. Gregory McGrath, the newest member of TSR Towers. Appreciate you becoming a member of the channel. If you want the chance and the privilege to chat, get shouted out on the air, get your comments read, etc., become a member of TSR Towers. Let me read a few more comments here before signing off. Let me see what we got here. All right, there we go. Man, oh man. Yeah, rest in peace for David Stern, Christopher Borchardt. Yeah, David Stern did a lot for the NBA, man. I think they put up there that 7 teams, like he expanded the NBA by 7 teams during his time as commissioner. Yeah, he died 1942 to 2020. Wow, man. Wow. Unbelievable, man. Yep, so David Stern is gone. Wow, he had emergency surgery on December 12th after suffering a sudden brain hemorrhage. Man, oh man. That's how quickly it can end, guys. That's how quickly it can end. James Martinez in the chat says cycle tracker. Absolutely. You know it. Big thanks to Tom A. Thank you. With the $5 super chat. Says, in high school, I had a girlfriend, and this chick bought prom bids for me without asking. My blue pill ass went with it, caused all holy hell. There you go. There you go. All women are like that, guys. All women are not the same, but they're all like that. The red pill gives you the ability to accurately predict the actions and thoughts of women. They are all like this, guys. Good stuff, man. Sharpe Assist says YouTube won't let you say re-tar dead. Yeah, they won't let you actually type that in. But the way I used retarded, I said mentally retarded to, that was, obviously I wasn't saying that in a cruel, malicious way. Of course not. Man, yeah, I can't believe David Stern is gone. Sanitos Clutch says, speaking of games, I know Donovan has the New Year's 6 games on mute. You know it. You know it. Minnesota just beat Auburn in the Outback Bowl. I'm watching Alabama, Michigan as we speak. Tom Brokaw says, life is full of red pills. The only people who don't see it are those who close their eyes. Excellent. Excellent. Christopher Borchardt says, if I could tell the audience stories about how female receiving agents behave when a pickup and delivery truck does his deliveries or picks, wow, man. I'm here to tell you, man. Listen, delivery guys are in good shape. This is why girls fuck them. That's how it goes. Good stuff, man. Dedrick Jones is the newest member of the TSR Towers YouTube channel. I appreciate that. Thomas Munier with another €2 super chat says the TradCon cheater with the musician was gold. Of course. Dude, Sean in Tampa, Sean in Tampa could have a show of his own, man. Dude, musicians are always up to their eyeballs in pussy, man. This is how they all are. Many thanks goes out to all of my super chatters. Brown Hornet 1975 with the first donation of the decade. Thomas Munier, Ralph E, Nonstop Dre 360. Falcon Black, Sight Beyond Sight, Brass Mustache. R.A. Williams, a.k.a. Black Mullet 40. The Neg 1 with a pair of $20 super chats. Terrell Boxley. Grovelite, who is going to be starting a blog of his own. I Bramblebush. James Young with the big with the big $50 super chat. Let's see, who else did we have here? The Practical Stoic. BGB I Ramp. Ray Santos Crypto. Tom A. Thanks to you guys for super chatting. Let us welcome the newest members of TSR Towers. Andrew Clark. Gregory McGrath and Dedrick Jones. Guys, welcome to the club. I certainly appreciate, pardon me, certainly appreciate your support. I seem to be doing okay with the sickness. Usually when I ate something, I'm usually either throwing it up or shitting it out violently, but that hasn't happened today yet. So it appears that I'm over it. I probably, the plumbing is probably still not where it needs to be, but it's not what it was 24 hours ago. So I'm certainly appreciative of that. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. What the hell is that? There we are. Got a little taste of the ending there. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you next time.